You ready for some busy downtown full self-driving? Let's do it. It's 5:30. We're gonna take this 2022 Model 3 long range and we're gonna go do some FSD. Okay, so I have FSD 12.3.3, same as my last video, and software 2024.3.10. I used referral points to buy 3 months of FSD and then got an additional 1 month for the trial. That's going around for everyone, so that brings me to the end of July. Actually, I'll just leave it in that view. Go full screen, get that out of the way, and we're off. I'll just go right from here and see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna force it to go this way so that it can navigate this weird park that you could also drive in. Victoria Park, if you're in Regina. Just trying to figure it out. Thought there'd be more people walking around. So there's a roadblock here to my left. You won't be able to see it, but we'll see what the car does here. Maybe I can film it with this phone. There's a car behind me. So I'll just take over. The car behind me is impatient. Ay, ay, ay. It's incredible. So we're turning onto a one-way here. Okay, turned into the closest lane. Look at that. So it's doing one-ways now. It didn't do that yesterday. Awesome. I never ended up posting my first full self-driving video with commentary because the mic I was using had some weird static for whatever reason halfway throughout the video. And so it's usable, but it's kind of annoying, so I'm just gonna not post it. But I was doing downtown driving and it was not turning into the closest lane when turning left onto a one-way. So people in my comments are saying that version 12 doesn't learn. It doesn't learn. It just will get better with future releases, but it doesn't learn. Regarding this intersection though, you can see it's kind of far from the line. So, oh, green light. Perfect, it's still on the left side of the road. Oh, it's going to the right, going back to the left. It sees the bike lane, that's cool. These perfectly straight drives are kind of boring, but up here, when we go left on College Avenue, it's pretty busy. So, we'll see. Oh, and I'm in average for my settings. Okay, so turning left. I believe this is what you call unprotected. I don't really know. Not a whole lot of cars, so we got lucky there, but this is a pretty hard street to turn onto sometimes. We're going to be turning left onto another one-way, so let's see if it will turn into the right lane or not. Pedestrian crossing, good job. I couldn't have done that better myself. Someone in my comments asked if I could do this video today, driving around downtown, hopefully with more pedestrians and more traffic and that kind of thing. It is 5:36, so definitely be more busy than, say, 3 o'clock. But so far, so good. There's traffic here, continuing. There's a woman walking her dog. We'll see if she crosses the street. Nope. Okay, turned into the far lane on the one-way. Again, not a huge deal. For a driver test, though, that would be a fail. You want to turn into the closest driving lane. But, you know, a human being would have probably done the same maneuver. And pulled over just perfectly fine. So I'll be turning left on Victoria. And I'm on a one-way, so I need to be getting into the left turning lane. You can't turn left from this lane, at least not legally. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's doing it! Alright! Fuck yeah. And here I was thinking it wouldn't do one-ways very well, but so far, I mean, not too bad. Oh, this is hardware 3, by the way, not hardware 4. Although it wouldn't make a difference anyway, because I think hardware 4 cars are just emulating hardware 3. Elon said that hardware 4 ultimately will be better, because it can see better. My car also does have ultrasonic sensors, but it's, as far as I know, FSD is vision only, so not even using USS. Good job waiting for that pedestrian. Good job, car. This is fucking awesome. Like, this is very good. If I was in the passenger seat right now, and there was that sense of, I can't really take over, like, I would feel pretty comfortable with the way this is driving right now. I still think I'd want to be able to take over, but, yeah, it's like, it's a very comfortable ride. People crossing the street here. Good job slowing down. He's not too far away or anything like that. There's a woman kind of looking at me, thinking and talking, but she's not crossing. Perfect. I'm gonna make a left here. Should be in the left turning lane. Car is not in the left turning lane. Not a big deal. Okay, so yeah, we did not get in the left turning lane there, but not a huge problem. And we're turning or stopping. Okay. The car would have made that, but that was definitely an interesting right turn. I think I got confused there. Now we're going down an alley. Oh. Okay. Taking shortcuts, kind of. Turning left onto a one-way, so it should get into the closest lane first. And we do have to make a right turn though, so I'm not gonna fault it for that. Oh, these bumps are terrible. I don't know what Regina does with its money, but road construction is god-awful around here. It should be making the right turn here. I don't know what's holding it up here. Okay. But yeah, in the summertime, the roads are just by the edges of the road where there's the sidewalks and stuff. It's just very disgusting. Uncleaned, you know. Street cleaning is basically non-existent here in Regina. It's like once a year. Wants to go right. Waiting for pedestrians. It's a one-way, but we're turning right, so not a big difference between that and a two-way. Two-way. Driving nice and slow, maybe a little bit too slow. I'm gonna turn left here. Oh no, get in the left turning lane. I'll take over because there's a car behind me. I don't want to be in both lanes. So there's a car behind me, and he's in the proper left turning lane. I'm kind of in between. I don't know if you can see the street sign in front of me. The lane I'm currently in is a straight lane, but we're making a left anyway. That car let me go. Okay. Left onto a one-way. In behind. So we're going to make a left here. This Mustang's turning left. My car doesn't know that. Or right, I mean. Okay, left into the close lane. Perfect. Good job, Tafla. I'm curious to see how it'll do that one-way alleyway. Once we're in there, I'll change the pin to go out of the alley. It's kind of tight in there, so I'm curious. I used to do photo shoots as a photographer in this alleyway. Kind of like rustic looking. This bus wants to turn, but okay. Perfect. So the alley is here. The alley entrance is kind of weird. See if it can make the turn. Oh, amazing. The driveway part of this alley is like off center. So you have to kind of drive up a bit before you can turn, unless you have a high clearance vehicle. But okay, it's doing the alley. It says navigation complete. So before we go any further, I will just change the pin to say, maybe let's go to the Cathedral. You guys have ever been to the Cathedral area? Let's go to Safeway. Okay, so it has us going into no man's land. This path planner is incorrect according to Google Maps. Let's see how it does. I can't go that way. There's a building in the way, so it has to figure this out on its own. Okay, there's a truck here. He's going the wrong way down the one way, like everyone, because it's weird that this is a one way. But cool, it's navigating this very well. This is awesome. Perfect. Back onto a one-way. Not that many pedestrians. I'll have to come back during farmer's market or cathedral festival or something like that. Cathedral Arts Fest or Folk Fest or something like that, when there's just like the streets are shut down, but you're still allowed to drive on some of the streets, but there's literally just hundreds of people just on the street because they have tents on the street and that kind of thing. So I'm very curious to see how the car would handle that, or if it would even move at all. I just put in Safeway, but maybe I should put it somewhere in the parking lot and see what it does. And we'll see. Cathedral could be pretty busy. people walking around and such. Still cold outside and that kind of thing, so there's not a whole lot happening for you to be outside. But yeah, it says navigation complete, and I'm going to be pulling over to the right, so probably behind this cop car. Yep, look at that. Okay. Here's a couple of turns. Let's see. Nice. Just rips out in front of that car. Perfect. I probably would have waited, but the car knew that it had time and it went for it. Good job with the speed. Max is 40. Automatic speed is going around 20 something kilometers an hour. I have a yield sign here, not a stop sign. But it is hard to see. There's a tree and a fence in the way there. So yeah, that's a good job. Nicely done. After this, I'll have it... oh, someone getting out of their Jeep. Okay, pulled over a little bit. Not too bad. After this one is done, I will navigate to the middle of the Safeway parking lot. Okay, pulling over to the right for the car turning. Nice. Oh, never mind. I'm turning right. That makes sense. And navigation complete. Okay, I'll stop it from here. Maybe right there. Okay, so wow, that's cool. I don't know if it was avoiding the puddle or both, but it pulled way over to the left, which is awesome. Turning right here, there's some pedestrians waving me to go. So perfect. It's kind of a weird yellow line here. It's way off to the kind of right side of the road, I guess because there's parking on the left side there. But yeah, it did that pretty good. Turning right. You know what, I'm going to use the sexy button from now on to dismiss the nag. If you guys aren't familiar with the sexy buttons, they're really awesome. Look into them. You have things like drift mode, autopilot hands-on, where you click the button and it makes a quick adjustment to the speed, which counts as a hands-on maneuver. Yeah, you can completely disable all traction and stability control if you want to go drifting. You can disable the front motor if you have an all-wheel drive. Things like turn on all the interior lights, pop open the driver's door, pop open any of the other doors, glove box. Like, they're amazing. There's like there's hundreds of okay, so I missed the Safeway entrance, but there's more, so let's see how it handles this. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Oh. Okay. Turning into the parking lot now. Let's see if it just stops somewhere or tries to park. I've seen it park a couple times, but it's like we don't know why. So going super slow. It says navigation complete. There is a car trying to back out of the stall. I think it has enough space. I see this guy mouthing the word Tesla. That's awesome. He's like, ooh, Tesla. Oh, look at this. It's parking. Kinda. Nope. Diagonally in 2 spots. That is, I have the old auto park still. That's the old one. And yeah, it works pretty good. Okay, so now we're in a parking stall. Oh, I love these visualizations. So yeah, we can put it in sat view. So this is our Parliament building here. So lots of cars, lots of traffic, sometimes. And then all along here, sort of some narrow driving roads. So yeah, we'll go drive that, and then, ooh, I'll make a left turn here. This is a pretty interesting, large intersection. So go do that, I'll make this left turn, and then we'll call it a video. Okay, let's go. Let's see if it will go out of the parking space. And it will. Perfect. So if you back in somewhere, you can sort of just engage. Oh, well, okay, hold on, it's freaking out. Look at the path planner. What are you doing? It's lost. Okay, I figured it out. We're clear, driving into the sun, of course. Feel like I'm getting flashed by all my fucking teammates in CS every time I look at the sun. Turning right onto a one-way. Can't see shit. Oh, turning left. Oh, never mind. This isn't a one-way. I'm just retarded. Okay, not too bad. A little bit slow. Not too bad, though. Can't see again because there's a tree in the way. Literally can't see anything until you pull way out here. Now I can see, and we're clear. Perfect. Oh, someone's about to cross the road. The car knows. Perfect. Oh, he's not going to cross the road, and we're going to continue. Pulling over to the right a little bit. Awesome. Wave to that guy. I love that. Version 11 would have freaked out. It would have freaking flipped. Oh, moving over a little bit for the puddle, I guess. It would have flipped out and slammed on the brakes, and I would have went lurching forward. If you had a coffee that was more than half full, it would have spilled everywhere. You know what I mean? Version 12, though, it just, like, it slowed down before I even seen the guy attempting to cross the road. You know? It's smarter than me. Very smooth, good turn. Turning left in a whole kilometer, so I'll probably just skip ahead for the... Alright, so we're coming up to the turn soon. I don't know about you guys, but when I first got version 12, or FSD 11.4.9, I would look at the screen, and it would immediately tell me to pay attention to the road. And I was like, no way, this is going to be so annoying. I can't even look at the screen. But, like, I've been staring at the screen for a long time now, looking and adjusting, and it's doing it much less. It's telling me to pay attention much less. So I don't know if it's learning, or if it's becoming more comfortable with me, or whatever. But okay, so not too bad. There's a speed bump here. I think it slowed down for that pedestrian, though. Kind of following the car in front of me, but there is a speed bump. Let's see if it slows down a bit. Nope, didn't have to, because that was a good speed. Is there another one up here? I don't think so. Maybe on the way back we can go a little faster, hopefully, and see if it slows down for the speed bump. Or no, we're not coming back this way. Nah, it doesn't matter. We know version 12 does speed bumps pretty good. So now it'll go right down the sort of narrow, kind of windy roads. Oh, it says navigation complete, so I'm going to just pull over a little bit. Kind of going slow here. Just gonna give it a little bit of an assistance there. Okay. So the way the lines are on this road are really weird. It's the yellow dotted line is so far to the right that the width of your vehicle barely fits in it. So, and now there's a yellow line on the opposite side to where the width of your vehicle barely fits in it, and they're both like so faded it's hard to see. Like the car doesn't even see the dotted line, it sees the yellow one though. Okay, it's driving a little slow here. I'd probably be driving like 50. It's fun to drive on these roads. Obviously you don't want to go too fast because there's lots of people walking, you never know. But it's fun to drive these kind of narrower, winding roads. It's going a little slow, so I'm just going to give it some gas. And then let off. That was a crosswalk there. I think it might have been slowing down because it might have saw a speed bump, but we're back up. Slowing down again. Another crosswalk. Maybe it slows down for crosswalks. Not to my knowledge. Sorry if the camera is bumpy every time I go over a bump. Two things wrong with that. First thing, the Model 3 suspension is terrible. And second thing is, I need to get a suction cup mount for the roof that can support my Sony a7 III. Right now I'm just using a tripod and the back leg is shoved into the back seat. So obviously that's not very secure. So we'll make this left turn. It's kind of a weird intersection. Oh, okay, perfect. There's a lead car in front of us, so it gives the car an idea of what to do. And it just handled it perfectly. All right then. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm not gonna. It's now it tells me to pay attention. I'm not gonna say that was flawless, but it was really fucking good, and I would be like totally comfortable doing that again and again, and yeah, it was pretty amazing. Okay. If you like this video and you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I'm in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. So if you want to see me drive around anywhere in particular down here, or any certain times of day or anything like that, let me know in the comments. And until further news, I shall talk to you later.